Hey guys, PW here once again, and today I've got a video on cleaning your electronics. I've done several videos of this before, but I haven't actually posted any of them, so this is the first one I wanted to post. And while I'm redoing my system, today I'm going to be talking about cleaning electronics, specifically things that are of the piano gloss nature. It's a certain way of coating a either loudspeaker or a component for electronics. Piano gloss. It's they actually paint it on at the factory, and it turns out to look very nice when it's clean. That is, when it's clean. I just want to show you how dirty this is, and most people know how to clean their stuff. However, I'm going to show you a unique way that, beyond just cleaning it, and you can see here there's all sorts of fingerprints, smudges like crazy. Your fingers have oils and greases in them that when they touch these type of things, particularly piano gloss, it looks like crap. And I've got a lot of the piano gloss stuff. As you can see, there's another speaker here, and while I'm going through and tearing everything down on my system and resetting it up on camera for you guys, well, I got a lot of piano gloss equipment, as you can see here. And I've got a certain way that actually works for not only just cleaning the piano gloss stuff, but actually protecting it. Life gets dirty. I got several animals here with animal hair, with multiple people living here. You got me and the female living here, so there's dead skin cells. There's constantly smudges, fingerprints on stuff, and I want to show you how to actually protect your stuff. And let me just say really quickly, I chose the piano gloss finish of several different products, including the SVS line of speakers, a Velodyne subwoofer right here. I've got other speakers. This is from NHT. Several other devices that are, things that are piano gloss. I even got the satellite speakers there and piano gloss. So I got a lot of things that are on the piano gloss stuff. My mom even has my piano, actually, an actual Yamaha piano that matches perfectly. So one day I'll hopefully have a great set together of certain things, but let me show you how to clean this stuff. Today, what I'm going to do is just simply use two simple products. Now, they're not too simple, but I can show you what you can substitute these as. Now, I'm using kind of unique stuff since I'm going to clean multiple things today, and I can show you the setup I got going here. I got things all kind of unwired, unhooked. Got Mr. SR7010 sitting over here. We're going to go through stuff on him. I got a lot of things coming, but I really had a lot of, stuff that matches or goes well with the piano gloss finish. Lots of glassy, tabletops and stuff, but stuff that the piano gloss looks great in. Now you can clean your stuff with just regular Windex. I wouldn't use dish soap, and I wouldn't use much stuff with an emulsifying or detergent agent in it, but a general cleaner. Don't use anything like Lysol on here or Pine Sol or anything, obviously, but most people are going to know what to use to clean. Now, what I would suggest normally, in most cases, and concerning the electronics as well, the actual devices, is using a microfiber towel. In the world of automotive detailing, which I'm well rehearsed in, microfibers come in handy a lot. And I've got a ton of microfibers, particularly brand new microfibers set aside in boxes and bags and whatnot. But I've got more automotive detailing stuff than I know what to do with. And one of the ways I can utilize some of this automotive detailing stuff is with the electronics and components. As you can see here, this is extremely dirty. And besides using Windex, I got a bottle I think over here. And I'm tearing all my stuff down because that gives me a chance to vacuum, in the corners, wipe everything down, sanitize it, and make it, extremely clean, because it's not right now. As you can see, there's smudges, dust, fingerprints everywhere. If we even look at, I know you're not going to be able to tell too much, but our beautiful power amp from Emotiva has actually gotten dirty and smudges on it as well. I'm going to flip a light on real quick right here. Right on it, and hopefully this will give you an idea of how dirty it actually is. Yeah, so as you can see, things get dirty. Stuff gets dirty. It gets dusty, gets smudges, gets fingerprints. I'm going to show you not only how to clean this stuff, but how to actually protect it so that doesn't happen in the future. I've done this to some other equipment of mine, and it has worked. I guarantee it works, but it's more or less product specific. So what I'm going to use to clean, guys, is it's by the brand Monster Cable, Monster Screen Clean. And while I'm going to clean my television screen with this too, can't clean a projector screen, obviously, but I'm going to use this to clean the subwoofer right here. It's got,
very, very small amounts of emulsifying agents in there, so it's just going to clean without dripping, streaking, or staining. Leaves no film or residue. So besides using a Windex, besides using a regular Windex for glass or all-purpose, this is a multi-surface disinfectant, which can actually kill all the germs. We're not going to take a Windex to that just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to use a microfiber. Now, I always suggest in every application, even automotive, using a brand new microfiber, fresh, never used before, is the best way to clean something. Because if you think about it, or you really take the time to think, anything on this microfiber, and I mean anything, human touch to the skin will create transfer, and transfer is not good. So if you've used your microfiber towel or rag before to clean anything, and I mean you've wiped a table down before, you're going to touch something like piano gloss with it, you're actually polishing the device or piece of equipment with those granules of dirt on it. So, as I say in the car washing or automotive detailing world, you always want to use a 2-bucket method to wash your car, and along with a little grit guard thing in the bottom of a bucket, you want to use a brand new wash mitt on a high-end or exotic vehicle, and brand new microfiber towels. Without using brand new microfiber towels, and even if they've ran through the wash, I don't care if they've gone through the washing machine 5 times and come out perfectly clean looking, there is still little microscopic agents on there, either granules of dirt, sand, dust, whatever, that are actually going to rub in to the piece of equipment you're using. Now, if we're not using a brand new one, think about it, microscopic little agents, and a lot of people like to clean in swirls, right? Well, as we like to say in the automotive world or industry, you wash a car going with the direction of the wind, up and down. You don't wash it like this. And the reason that is because you're embedding all those granules of dirt into the paint or coat. In this case, there's a clear coat and a piano gloss black coat. So we're not going to wipe it in swirls, but what we're going to do, and we're going to use a different piece of towel to clean the device rather than to wipe it down. Now, what I'm going to do here is just show you the simple way. I'm going to use one towel, and microfibers have, and as you can see what I'm talking about right there, there's a piece that just looks like threading, but if that were any granules of anything or anything whatsoever, yes, you'd be rubbing that into the piece of equipment. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same towel, and microfibers are designed like this for a certain reason. There's an applicating side or a wiping side and a buffing side. High pile, low pile. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to spray some screen cleaner on here. I'm going to clean the TV afterwards, probably in another video. But you're going to see me get this thing perfectly clean and actually protect it. Now, as you can see there's fingerprint smudges on there. There's even cat paws on there from the cat actually walking on this subwoofer. It happens. It's going to happen again. That's why I'm going to show you how to protect it, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some cleaner from Monster Cleaner. Not directly onto the product ever. Don't ever do that. You're going to spray it onto the microfiber. Then you're going to apply that to the thing, rub it off, clean it up real nice. Then I'll show you step 2. Make sure to shake whatever bottle you're using. That way it'll mix up any properties of the cleaner inside of it. In this case, I'm going to do it directly on the product for the video, but it won't hurt the unit here. So I'm just going to do a few sprays. Okay, the 3 is enough, right? I'm going to take this thing, and I am just going to rub it on here. So you can see it's already getting it pretty clean. Now there are some scratches, and in order to get that off, you'd have to actually perform a full polish on this thing. I would probably use automotive polish, but I'd use more or less a finishing glaze to do this. I wouldn't use an actual rubbing compound or scratch remover or anything, even a swirl remover. I'd actually use a fine finishing glaze to do this, guys. I'm going to turn it over to the side that I didn't have the agent on. I'm just going to wipe it up, and we're going to see that, well, our job looks as if it's done. And we're getting perfectly clean here. Now, it looks pretty good. I'll back up and take a shot of it so you guys can see it. But it's looking pretty good. Paying attention to what side that my microfiber was on. Keep in mind, guys, once it touches the floor like it just did, it dropped, that side of the microfiber, done. You don't want to ever touch it to the thing you're cleaning again. Looks pretty good, huh? I think we got that pretty clean. I paid close attention to do this area too, real gently though. And it looks pretty clean. The surface looks perfect. It is perfection there. Now we're going to go to the next step. We're going to go to the next, take the next step for protecting it. And now what I'm going to use is an automotive deep gloss liquid seal. This is actually a synthetic sealant, a paint sealant that you would use on a car. I've used this on my car several times. This is just one brand. I have a lot of Pinnacle brand of things. I've got a lot of Wolfgang stuff. This is partly made in Germany. There's Italian ones I've got as well for automotive applications, but I'm just going to use this one this time. It's a Wolfgang Deep Gloss Liquid Seal. It's a synthetic paint sealant as opposed to a car wax. Guys, the difference between waxes and paint sealants is waxes are normally natural. Normally they're found in Brazil. There's a bean that's called carnauba. And what they do is carnauba is grounded up, blended up either into a paste form or a liquid form and turned into car wax. That's usually natural. This is a man-made synthetic paint sealant product. So it's actually made and designed with use of not, having fingerprints and stuff. Rich deep gloss on all paints and it only takes a minute to apply. The super slick polymer finish left behind repels dirt, dust, water, moisture, and airborne contaminants, leaving your paint cleaner for longer. German-engineered super polymers fused with advanced UV inhibitors chemically bond to treated surfaces, providing maximum protection. It can also be applied to glass, exterior trim, wheels, and chrome surfaces. So, I'm going to actually put this stuff on, guys, and you're going to see what it does, and I'm going to touch it afterwards and try to get a fingerprint or a smudge on it, and we'll see that it just won't happen. Now, in later videos, I will actually clean all my equipment. I'll clean my receiver, power amp. I'll even go all the way and clean the speaker wires, wipe them down. I'll clean everything. We're going to get obsessive compulsive here, and we're going to clean everything. I'll show you how to do it, too. What I'm going to do is just do exactly what I did before. I'm going to shake up whatever stuff I'm going to use. In this case, it's the sealant. And I'm going to apply it to the microfiber. I'm not using a brand new microfiber this time. I do suggest doing it. We're going to actually break out a new microfiber to do the equipment with. And I'll show you guys doing that. But all you want to do here is you want to apply this to the treated surface, or treat the surface more or less. And as you can see here, I'm just rubbing it on. And in about 30 seconds here, this stuff will bond to the surface coating. And we're going to go ahead and let it dry for a minute or two. Then we're going to buff it off. Now I'm paying close attention to areas where I'm going to be touching a lot, where there could be smudges, fingerprints, and whatnot. But I'm trying to get every area I can saturated with this sealant. Okay, looks like we've done a good job. We haven't done the whole thing, and I've done other items and stuff, equipment, not necessarily in this room or at this property, but other stuff I've done this to and exhibited perfect results, 100% perfection. Alright guys, that looks pretty good. Looks like we've got it saturated, got a whole fine coating on there, it's rubbed in real nice. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the microfiber over now to the buffing side, okay? I'm just going to fold it, and I always, highly recommend, always, you got to do this in fours. So you got to put the microfiber out like this, fold it, and have one basic quarter of it. And the reason that is because it's easier to handle that way. And we get 4 fine areas where we're able to buff or wipe. Okay, I've got my buffing side. All I'm going to do is buff this off really gently. Give it a few wipes. And we'll be good for probably 6 months to a year on this thing. Not ever accumulating dust. And if it does accumulate dust or hair or anything like that, you can just give it a wipe with the microfiber and you're not going to have any, this won't come off. It will come off if you want to shampoo it off or wash it off or use Windex or a detergent. But looking at this, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna flip the towel over one more time to make sure we've got complete coverage, universal wiping performed here, as I would with a car too. I mean, I would use this on a Ferrari, guys, and believe it or not, I have. So okay, look like we're looking good. We're just gonna take one more step back, look at our final result here, and see what we've got. And like I thought, we've got a perfectly coated subwoofer here that looks phenomenal. It actually seemed to remove some of the scratches, and that's what that paint sealant does. It kind of fills in some of the clear coating there with, and the ability to kind of, Yeah, I mean, they're still there, but as far as this finish is going to look without polishing it, it's about 100% perfect. There are some swirls that have accumulated, probably from improper cleaning in the past, but yeah, the subwoofer looks just about perfect. Alright guys, hope I've given you a satisfactory method of cleaning your equipment. Thank you for watching. I'll have a ton of stuff coming, and I'm going to get to cleaning my other things now. Thank you. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will be back with a ton more, guys. I got the Marantz SR 7010 I'm going to perform a full review on, and cleaning my other stuff. Take care.